Hello everyone, my name is Jack Zerby, and today we are going to learn how to make an insanely effective web page. What goes into making an insanely effective web page? Now, I have some notes here, and if you see me reading, it's because I want to make sure that I get every single point across, and I want to make sure that I can bring the most value out of this class. So a lot of these things I'm just going to make sure that I get. So let's start out with some questions. First, why are landing pages so important? So a landing page may be the first time that person has seen or heard of your product or your service. This is the first time you get to make an impression. And like they say, you only get one chance to make a first impression, so you have seconds to convey what your product or service does. And so ask another question, what is the purpose of a landing page? And so it's to inform a qualified customer. Qualified is the key word, and we'll get into that. Exactly what your product or service does. I say qualified because all of the copy on your landing page should be directed at a specific target. If I'm selling hamster blankets and you leave my site immediately because you're not interested in hamster blankets, then my landing page has actually done its job. That's because the landing page should capture the attention immediately of the people who are interested in hamster blankets. And so if you craft the right message and speak their language, they are more likely to read every single word. And the question in my head is, how many words will they read? And so Dan Kennedy, a legend in the direct marketing industry. So if you've ever seen those big, long web pages with like a ton of copy and you're thinking there's no one who ever reads that stuff. Well, he said that significant research has been done, which indicates that readership falls off dramatically at 300 words and doesn't drop off again until 3,000 words. So that means some people will read up to 300 words and drop off, but some people are reading up to 3,000 words. And so that is amazing. So it really tells me that if you're speaking their language and talking the right way, and they're interested, they may read all 3,000 words. So if you look at the next question, what is the goal of a landing page? It's to get a direct response for things. A click, which may be to go to another page, to watch a video. A purchase is pretty obvious. You want them to buy something. Permission, it's to get information, whether it's an email, an address, some sort of contact information. A referral means that they could forward it to a friend. It could be a like button. It could be a tweet button. And so Seth Godin says, don't let someone leave without doing one of the above. And so this awesome picture, there's a couple tips that I'm going to give you as you're writing your copy. There's this guy, Neville Bandora, and he writes for AppSumo. He writes all those awesome emails. I don't know if you ever got those emails from AppSumo, but they're pretty amazing. They're pretty effective. And he talks about writing casually, not obnoxiously. So when you're writing your copy, you want to sound like you're having a conversation, just like we are now. If I was reading verbatim off of my notes right now, it would get pretty boring after a while. And if I was talking in such a corporate way, it just would not be interesting. And so you don't want to be an idiot. You want to write casually as if you were talking to one person. And so I found a quote from Joe Sugarman, who's the guy from the Blue Blocker. I mean, he's the guy who sold those awesome Blue Blocker sunglasses. And he said that every communication should be a personal one from the writer to the recipient, regardless of the medium used. So that means, and I've heard it said before, write to one person, don't write to the masses. Write as if you are having a conversation with one person.